Good morning, Carol. I haven't even got my backup phone booted up yet. The cutest thing was Aiden asking for you yesterday. That was so adorable. I mean, he wanted his Carol. Good morning, Tina. How are you? Mm, yeah, he said it was a sweetheart moment for sure. Tina, how you doing this morning? We got the fire going well. It's warm this morning. You guys hit the like button for me. Let's see what happens. I'm going to hit it this morning. I can hit it. I got two. Tina, if you'll hit that like and subscribe button for me, that would be awesome. Share it to social media if you got it. We just have coffee and chit chat. Talk about the world and what's coming to it. I've seen your name in here before, so I know that you can. I know you've been here a time or two, so we good. But welcome to this morning's chat. I see three. Who's the third one? Is it Charlene or is it Nina Rice? Oh, did you subscribe this morning? Have you already subscribed? And what are you getting out of the channel? What is it that you like about the channel as a newcomer? What is it that caught your attention? Is it because ain't nobody live this time of the morning and there ain't nothing else to do? For a lot of people, watching live streams is like watching TV, or maybe it substitute their TV. Maybe. Dad, dude next door is packing up now. I don't think my dad may be in the house, but he's been waiting on this guy to leave so he could come out. So he's fixed to come out. Already been was interested in your crafts when I subscribed, and I'm still going to be doing them. I talked to my dad about some new things that I want to try. We talked about ripping some boards into thin pieces and making some wood flags and painting them and everything. I also looked up some crafts that are DIY type deal that you can do at home with things that's laying around the house every day. Because I'm trying to take some of that expense off of making the pots because that thing hit, man, that thing hit me on my foot. And I mean, it come down right on top of my foot. I didn't even feel it because of my socks. Um, so what do you think of the pots? And what we're going to try to do is I'm going to try to get my hands on some other stuff. I'm fixing to order when I get on the first, I'm going to buy some clothespins because I saw the most beautiful thing made with clothespins that you guys ever saw. And I've got some ideas. So, because I got some stars I've been needing to use, and I'm fixing to make this and see how it turns out. Okay. Well, I can't understand. I mean, I'm really surprised that some of the pots, or at least one of the pots, hasn't caught somebody's attention. But I'm going to keep trudging at it because I enjoy doing them, and I really like doing them live because the chat can interact with me and kind of decide how they go and what happens to them and what decorations we put where and what color we painted and all that kind of stuff. So that's where we're at. We got 5 who hasn't said good morning and who hasn't hit the like button. Carol and Tina have hit the like button. I hit the like button. Where's everybody else at? When I said hit the like button, we lost one. Don't have a clue who that could have been. That would just pop in and pop out. So Tina, tell us a little bit about yourself. It would be, but the pots, if you go down to 8.5 inches on the pots, that's the lowest I'd want to go on size. And the little bitty pots I don't want to do for the kind of money that I'm asking for them because I have to take into consideration that I've got to get the paint, I have to get the decorations, I have to buy my supplies, the glue, everything, and it all adds up. I mean, um, and with us being patriots, you're always going to get the patriot talk and what's really going on in the world and um, how all this stuff is affecting us. You will get that in here because that's what we are. We're a family of freedom fighters, first off. And then we became closer because of the live stream. And even though I don't do a lot of stuff for the freedom movement yet, my day's coming. It's just a matter of time, I hope. But with you being a newcomer, I just wanted to see what you liked about the channel. Did you see yesterday's live, Tina, with my son Aiden? That was a nice change, and I think a lot of people enjoyed it. Yes, as a matter of fact, that I've got a plan. Um, I said it on the live yesterday. I need a wreath. I need the circle thing, and money's tight, but I'm gonna see about trying to find one because I have got some stuff that would look beautiful on a round grapevine wreath. And I've got just enough stuff to decorate it and it'd be really pretty when I'm through. So I need I told the chat yesterday, Cash App's up there. As a matter of fact, let me go to StreamYard and get it posted up there because I need supplies and my pockets are limited. So I'm going to post this up there. And if you guys want to give a Cash App blessing to help towards some of the stuff I need, you go right on ahead. I'm going to pop in chat twice, y'all. Just hold on. All right. Yeah. And you know what, Carol? You sent me that link, and they won't let me open it. Okay, I'm getting feedback from my phone. So let me get out of here. Okay, there's the ticker. Let me get out of here. Mm, it's still there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there it goes. Let's see. Tina said, "Yeah, the fall was hilarious, but I still don't have a copy of it. I need a clipping, like a screen recording. I need somebody to do a screen recorder. I could do it, but I just ain't had time." Um, Tina says, "Yes, I also worry about where our country is going for our children. That is correct, and your grandkids. Even in your email, yeah, you sent it by email, and when I tried to open it, they said that it was no longer available because it was a Facebook clip. And what I wanted to know is can you like screen record the file and send it to me? Do you have a screen recorder on your phone?" We must have two trolls in here, Carol. Two people just listening that's not saying nothing. Here come the dogs and Daddy on the four-wheeler. Here they come. Oh, my fire feels good this morning, y'all. It's been cool all morning. There they come. There they come. There they come. Who let the dogs out? Watch this. Let them out. Who let the dogs out? Hey, babies. What are you doing? Hey, Chip Chip. Hey, Chipper. What are you doing? You smelling around? You got to pee on everything? That's Chipper, y'all. And the little one's Betsy. And there goes Grandpa, or Daddy, as I call him. Thank you for the heart, y'all. Yeah, it said that it was a YouTube clip. I don't know what the hearts do, but thank y'all so much. Y'all hit them. Maybe it'll help maybe it'll help the chat be a little more visible to others. I have no idea what the purpose of the hearts are for, but it's good to see some floating around on my screen for a change. The smoke's going right in my face this morning. Ugh, may have to move. Ugh, yeah, it's blowing right in my face. I may have to move my chair to the other side when he gets back because it's killing me. It says that you clip YouTube anyway, so I gotta move. Look, Dad, Daddy, if I move on the other side of the pit, can you get through here? If I get on the other side of the pit, can you get through here? Because that smoke's going right in my face. All right. We're going to change sides, guys. I got to. That smoke's going right towards me. Let me get my coffee, my cigarettes, move everything to the other side, and my phone. That's going to be a lot better. All right. Good morning, Nina Rice. How are you? My ladies are getting in here now. Keep this fire roaring this morning. Oh, shoot. Nina, how you doing? How you doing this morning, my love? How are you? Nina Rice is a friend of all friends. Um, Nina is one of the few people that know exactly what I've been going through with my oldest child. She's lived it, and her friendship and her companionship through this has been invaluable. Um, Everybody in my chat kind of has a little function. Um, they all are important in different ways. And Carol, Nina Rice was the chatter of the day yesterday. So we will let Aiden choose a chatter of the day today when he wakes up. I got to call the school this morning, so I won't be live, but maybe an hour and a half, something like that. Y'all know how we are when we get on here. Who knows? But I got to call the school this morning. So we got some heat this morning, and it feels awesomely good. And Saturday night, we've got plans. We're going to do s'mores and hamburgers and hot dogs on the open pit. And it's a celebration for Christopher because he's probably fixing to have to go and get some help, some therapy. And they're going to have to figure out exactly what's going on in his mind. So we've got, we're going to have a little celebration before he goes where we all sit down and just us. And we do hot dogs and hamburgers, and I'm going to probably put a pot of baked beans on the side of the grill or get my mom to warm some up or chips or something, and we're going to have s'mores afterwards. So we're going to do some stuff with Chris and enjoy his last few days here before he has to go. And he's going to get the help he needs. And I'm glad that he's going to do it, you know. So, in this way. Move y'all where y'all can really see the pit. There we go. So, but there we go. We got y'all now. So, this is pretty much my average morning. This is what I do. We go live and we build a fire because it's getting cold, and we'll keep it going till about, yeah, prayers for Chris. But you know what, Carol? He's Chris is so far. I hesitate to use the word advanced above others, but with his way of thinking, he has really come a long way. So, and he understands fully what's going on, and he seems okay. And he told me that me and him worked out a deal. I told him, I said, it doesn't matter what the situation is. If you ever get in trouble for any reason and you're in trouble, you call me and we'll see what's going on. So, um, there goes my dad. But you know, we've spent this weekend, Chris and I have spent a lot of time just sitting down talking. And he has a full understanding of what's going on. And he's to a point now where he knows he needs help. And he knows that his choices, because of the system, are very limited. And the system should not be that way, guys. And that's one of the things that has really pissed me off. And I was talking to my dad about that this morning. You shouldn't have to do something drastic in our society, as much help as there is out there for people that are drug addicted, for people who have a gambling addiction, who have sex addictions, who have all these addictions. There's all this help out there. But for a young man who is not just yet in trouble, but his mind is the type that is going to get him in severe trouble because he has anger issues that he can't control, and he's got to learn to control them. And in order to be a part and an active or a positive influence on his society, he has also got to learn to control that anger. And his anger can be so aggressive that it's a danger to other people around us. When he gets really, really mad, that's what bipolar is. It takes everything and it distorts it. You know, you d- he doesn't look at the world the same way everybody else does. He looks at the world through, you know, the eyes of a disease that is just riddling his ability to think for himself. So I do not believe that Chris is um I believe that Chris is still at that age where he can be helped before he breaks the law and gets in severe trouble and he winds up in prison for the rest of his life, which is not what I want. I want what's best for my kids. And society has taught me over the past 3 months, 3.5 months, especially, and really all through his sickness, that the system is not there to help him. The system, I think, wants him to be the way they are, because the more deranged and the more bad the kids are now, the better off they can break the family down. So that's what it comes down to. They're destroying the American family. They have destroyed the concept of kids being in, in juvenile detention. They have destroyed the view of the parents being solely responsible for their kids. Even in the school system, they have taken that away from us, and we have let them take it. Um, some of us just wasn't watching and paying attention, and then some of us didn't want to pay attention. I may have to move back. The smoke's following me, y'all. The chat's not moving. Where's everybody at? So, to be able to sit down and have an adult conversation with your child about very adult topics is a miracle on its own, because most kids you can't do that. But my son, he understands, and he told me yesterday, he said, "Mom," he said, "I know what you're dealing with." He said, "And I know what you're facing." He said, "And I know the decisions you have to make." He said, "Mom," he said, "you have to do what you have to do." He said, "I need help." He said, "And if you can't find me help without doing what you got to do, then I understand. And I know you've tried, and it's going to break my heart, y'all. But even he says he needs this." So that's where we're at. It's going to be a very hard thing for me, but at the same time, I know that if I want to help this child, that's the only thing. I've run out of options. Um, our society doesn't have options for him. He's 13 going on 14. They have nothing to help him. Nothing. Um, I have called every boarding school. I have called every hospital. I have called every wilderness place. I have called every boot camp. I have called Scared Straight. I have called military schools. I have done nothing but make these phone calls to try to find a solution, and there just isn't one. The military schools and the boot camps won't take him till he's 16. And the boarding schools are for rich people that don't want to be a parent no more and stick their kids in the damn place and pay to let somebody else watch them. The tuition's so damn high, I can't even begin to think about putting my kid there. They have no sliding scale or no like way for like low income families like myself to be able to qualify for their program. It's a rich kid's school, is all it is. And when you're poor like me, you can't do that. There's no way in hell I could come up with $15,000 a month to keep my kid in school. 15 grand a month, y'all. And that's the lowest one. There was one that I looked in over the weekend that was over $42,000 for a program for 45 days. Looks like my powers went out, but it hasn't. The flames will come back in a minute. Them coals are hot and smoldering, and we're just kind of chilling right now. We got big wood up there, so when it will come back up, and when it does, it'll be beautiful. So, but like I said, Chris and I have spent a lot of time talking over this past weekend, and last night he stayed up late, and I'm going to tell y'all we had so much fun. Me and Chris and I started playing Monopoly Go. And the very first village that pulled up to destroy was Carol Burton's. So Chris was playing the game and he took out something on her village and knocked it out and destroyed it. He hit it with a big old wrecking ball. I don't know about it being, well, I know that it affects it. Good morning, Charlene. I know that his sensories are messed up. Now, to what degree, I'm not sure. But now I can tell you this, he's very, Chris by far is very, very fidgety. He, he's very ADHD, and the two conflict with the bipolar, so I'm not really sure how to say that. But yeah, he does have a sensory disorder, but he also has an imbalance in his thinking, like in his brain. And I hate to say it that way, but it's the truth of it. He has some kind of chemical imbalance in his brain that keeps him from being able to, like most people, you can get mad, but you can calm down. You get mad, you can calm down. He can't do that. Christopher is not capable of doing a lot of things that most people take for granted. Like Chris lacks empathy for others, which is a big issue. If you can't feel bad for the things that you do, then that's a strike against you right there. And yeah, we had fun. I wish we would have been able to go live, but me and Chris were sitting there just playing the game, enjoying it. And when they come to the bank heist and stuff like that, that's when Chris took over. And he has this innate ability to pick all the rings to get your high bonus. And yesterday we were sitting there and he did like 5 or 6 of them every single time he got his rings. And we just sat back and played the game and enjoyed it and destroyed Carol's stuff. She shot me a text on Messenger going, "You destroyed my village, I'm going to attack yours." There certainly hadn't been a lot of reasons to smile. And you know what, you guys? It's war now, Carol says. Okay, well, Chris won't be home to 4 o'clock, so I probably won't play the game till he gets home so he can snuff you out. It was so funny when he went to do what he was going to do. I said, "You know whose village you're on, right?" And he's like, "No, whose village am I on?" I said, "It's up there at the top." I said, "Look at whose village you're on." And he said, "Oh my gosh." He said, "This is Carol's." And they randomly pick it, so there's no way that we could like stop it. And he's like, "She's gonna kill us." And I was like, "Get her, get her, get her, get her." And he did. So it has started a nice little banter between me and her and him. Nina says, God is good, answering our prayers, you and your boys' happiness. Well, I'm going to be heartbroken in about a week. We've got to go see somebody to see what options that Chris has got. And we're going to go and talk. We're going to start at a local level and see what needs to be done. So you guys, if things go the way I'm anticipating them to go, Monday afternoon, Chris won't be here next Monday. So I'm going to have a really hard time. It's going to be a bad day for me. And I may have a lot of bad days coming up. And I apologize to you guys in advance. Let's see. Charlene, I see your text, but I can't see it all. So give me just a minute. When it rolls or somebody says something else, I'll be able to read the end of it. It drives me, that heart drives me crazy. Let's see. We got Charlene, Nina, that's 2. I'm 3. Carol, that's 4. Tina, that's 5. So I've got Nina. Yeah, we've got 5 people that are talking in here. We have 4 that are lurking. So I wonder where Deb is this morning and the rest of them that are new. But they should be happy tears. You will be getting the help he needs. Yeah, but it means I have to let my son go to help him. That's what sucks. And it's going to be hard because there is a possibility that they won't let me communicate with him. So yeah, I know y'all do. Yeah. We got about 4 people watching. Well, yeah, about 3 or 4 people watching that aren't saying anything really. That's another reason that I want to go into subscriber mode. But you guys, I'm going to need y'all's help. Somebody's going to have to help Nina subscribe to the channel because she don't know how to do it, and she won't be able to chat if we don't. My grandson was born early. He was 1 pound 12 ounces. He is now 12 years old. When he started school, his anger issues. Yep, that's it. I mean, there's no way you can go through what I go through and have went through over the past 14 years and it not affect you. Um, and you know, Chris's desire to get better is strong, and he realizes that he needs help. And he also realizes that he's become a danger to others because of his anger, and that as long as he stays here, he's not going to get a break from the anger because his brother is his main trigger. So it's put me in a possible situation, but he's actually looking forward to being away from his brother and me. He wants his own life, and I had a cop tell me 10, almost 2 years ago that Chris's greatest desire was to be on his own. He wants freedom. I thought about having him emancipated, but to me, he's just a little too young, and I'm scared for him staying on his own. Let's see if we can get this flamed up real quick. Put some of these small sticks in here and let them get lit up. These small sticks is where your kindling's at. And it serves several purposes. It cleans up Grandpa's yard or Daddy's yard. You guys will hear me call him Grandpa a lot because of the kids. Y'all have to excuse me when that happens. Now let's see what happens to the fire. It should catch up in a minute. Let's see. It took a lot to teach him to calm down. We taught him to go sit by himself and read a book, calm down. Well, see, Chris likes to read, but he just started reading. You guys, Paul Brewer, that's right. He has started reading a series of books put out by, lo and behold, James Patterson, who is a guy that writes my crime books I read. These are books for teens, and they are comic books, and Chris loves them. The first book that he's reading now is called Maximum Ride, but there is a series of them. So anybody that wants to contribute one of the books, they are available used on some of the used book sites. I checked thrift books this morning. They want about $3 for the one that he already has. I would have to do some searching, but there's a series of them. And he's getting to where he really enjoys reading. So if anybody wants to help out and help him with the books, we can make sure he gets them. I don't know how we're going to work that out, but they're going to have some kind of way for me to contact him, whether it's by mail or by phone. Either way, they're going to have a way for me to contact my child. The system has got to do a better job. They really do. Trying to get this fire to catch. It is James Patterson writes the books. I hope so. I hope he's going to be able to take some stuff with him. Of course, he's going to have to take clothes and stuff like that. We could always bury the books in the bottom of the bag. But we only have about a week, y'all. So whatever we're going to do, we're going to have to do it quick. Anything after that will have to be sent later. I will know more on next Monday exactly what the situation is going to be. Come on, fire. Nina says, my ADHD son was always okay as long as he got his own way. But when he didn't get his own way, nothing calmed him down. At 41, he still struggles with being told what to do. And see, that's Chris. Chris absolutely resents authority. He doesn't want anybody in authority to tell him what to do. He wants to be able to live his life his own way. And that's where me and him conflict. I keep telling him, as long as you live in my house, you got to follow the rules. But, when you got a kid that's like that, and then you got bipolar tacked on with it, it's absolutely insane. But the books are by James Patterson. They're comic books. It's a comic book series. And the first one, the one he's reading now, is called Maximum Ride. And I don't know, I'll have to look into it to get a list of the rest of them. But the books, he is really enjoying. He's already read 2 of them. The book he has now is the second book. I don't know how many of them they got. I haven't looked it up, but he likes them. He's almost through with the one he's got now. He'll bring home number 3 today. Watch and see. So he's filtering through them pretty quick. And he seems to enjoy reading them. And I'm so glad that one of my kids finally likes to read. That's all I can say. So we got 12 in here. We have 5 active chatters. Where's everybody else? And who are you? Say hello. Or if you can't speak, if you're just watching, let me know you're just watching and that you're here. But other than that, if you ain't got nothing to say, I don't like people just lurking in my chat. If you can't be a part of the conversation and a part of what we're doing, we don't need you in here. If you can't speak, we don't need you in here. I don't like having that many people, but I've only got 5 people speaking. Good morning, Carrie's Musings. You're watching. I got you. Good morning. Good morning. See, that's what I like. Eating. What are you eating, dude? And how come you ain't sharing? My fire's slow this morning, y'all. Okay, let me ask this question. Is there anybody in chat that's going to the Florida retreat that would be available to pick me up in Georgia if I pay gas? And the reason I ask that is because it's going to be very, very expensive for me to take the transportation to and from the airport. And if I don't, it would be cheaper for me just to give somebody $100 and help out with gas. Good morning, Valerie. You're watching. Good morning, and you're supposed to be in chat. So I wanted to find out between Aruba and Carrie and Charlene and everybody if I could chip in some for gas, if somebody could just like swing up here and grab me. I know it's a lot, but I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Valerie Lunn, how are you this morning, sweetheart? And how is your day going? And what's your plans for today? I'm going to make you chat with me. She said, just woke up. You being lazy this morning? Lazy, lazy. If it don't catch up in a minute, I know what I can put on it to make it catch up. So, Carrie, do you think you could do a trip to Georgia with gas money? I'll give you enough to make sure I get home and to you. I just wanted to know anybody in here that don't mind it, because I wanted to kind of get an idea of whether anybody could do it or not before I book this groom, because the groom shuttle is ridiculous. Valerie says, I'm good. Yesterday was a full day of work. We worked on your semi. Now, see, you need to send me some pictures of your semi truck. We do trucks around here. We love it. Tina says, gotta run. Hope and pray all goes well today. Yeah, it's just a question. It was just a question, Charlene, because the groom is going to be like $200. Guarantee you it'll light up now. And it won't take long. Carrie says, I have a gas hog. I get it. And there comes the flames. You add a little leaf to it, and that's it. See, I wanted to check with Aruba and see if she could snag me on the way, and I could just extend it out the time I stay instead of coming in on the 2nd. I can come in on the 3rd with her, and then stay a couple days more. But I got to wait and see. I haven't had the ability to talk to her yet to see if she'd be willing to come through here to grab me. And here comes Grandpa with the dog, so I'm going to move and let him by. Tip, Mitzi! Tipper, Mitzi! come. There they come. They're behind you. Hey, pretty girl. Hey. Well, I'm here. Okay. Gotta let him by. So, um, y'all just pray for me about the transportation situation. My money's going to be tight. How's Runt doing? I don't know how Runt's doing. I actually have not seen him in a day or two. Um, During the weekends, it's so loud and busy out here that he stays gone. Now, we might see him this morning, but he has not come out with all the stuff we've been doing this weekend. Dad and Aiden's been working on their nails, and they've been getting all the nails out of the wood they got from the job site. And I think he's going to have Aiden on the roof of the house this morning. And so, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Um, I'll be right back, y'all. Y'all hang on. Jolene says, "Good morning, Papa Brewer." Let's see. I received 500 more Constitution books Saturday. You were telling me that on the phone last night. That's awesome. She has a really big flag. Charlene, while you're in here, let me ask you a question. Nina has a really big flag, but on one end of it, there's a tear. And she wants to know if you could, or anybody in here can, sew that up before we fly that flag. And I told her I didn't know if you could sew or had a machine, but I wanted to find out because I don't have a sewing machine. I could probably fix it, but it would be a hack job. That ain't good. I'm not good at stuff like that. I am not Susie Homemaker. So, do you have a sewing machine, Charlene? She wanted me to find out before she mails it because I guess Slim could get it outfitted with a stand or a pole. But as big as this flag is, it sounds like we're going to need to extend it out and have it sitting up where it can not fly necessarily, but just be shown, I would think. So we could put both ends of it on legs is my idea. But I don't know if you could do that because it probably ain't got eyelets but on one side. So we don't want to damage it, but it was just an idea. Love you, Carol. Thank you for what you do. Carrie's in here. He's got a wrench, so if we have trouble, we can always get him to get them out. Charlene said, hold on. It's 6 foot by 9 foot. Not Charlene. Wait a minute. Nina will have to tell us how big it is. We had to extend our flagpole on our something because our flag is 6 foot by 9 foot and was still touching the ground. Yep. Can't let a flag touch the ground. Love you, Miss Carol. Girl, you are a glutton for punishment. I have the backup phone also, so if anybody comes in here that starts any shit, I've got it too. I can take care of it on YouTube. So we'll be all right, Carol. Do your thing. Take care of your grandkids. I wasn't going to be live long this morning anyway. I was just coming on to let everybody see the campfire as always. They get here at 5:30 Monday. Ooh, Monday, and I don't see the other one. That sounds like some of my hours. No wonder you were awake when I texted you this morning to tell you I was going live. I thought I was the only one who got up at the butt crack of dawn. Me and my dad, man, we have a ritual in the mornings. He'll call me at about 5:15, 5 o'clock, sometimes a quarter to 4, whatever time he gets up, he calls me to tell me he's making coffee and to come on. I have gotten up at a quarter to 5 and had coffee with him. Okay, so Nina says the flag is 13 feet by 17 feet. So that's a big flag. She wants to send it, but she wants it repaired before she does. And that's why we were asking you, Charlene, if you could sew up that fray. It's got a tear or a fray or something on one corner. And she don't want it damaged, so she wants it fixed before it goes out. "13 feet by 17 feet. That's a big flag." Good morning. No. Well, then you need to lay down because Nana, hey, what are you getting? 1. Get your 1 and sit down in the open doorway. Go ahead and take your friend to work. I got you. Correct. You're going to need a big flagpole for that. Nina says she's going to send it to you. If you can repair it, she said she'll send it. You said that you could repair it, but she said that it's going to need a sewing machine. I can't sew by hand at all. I can, but it's wacky. So it's real whacked up. Okay, good, 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 good. That's what we needed to know. So Nina, you know you can send the flag to Charlene. She's going to fix it, which is awesome. That's awesome. Awesome. That's a big old flag. Can you imagine having that thing in a flag wave? That would be a really big flag to have at a flag wave. And if it was just straight American flag, which it's not, but if it was straight American flag, you know that daggum thing would be beautiful up somewhere. My flags move when the wind blows. My American flag, it has to be a stiff wind, but I do like having them there. You might not see much, and they don't move as much as they would if they were on the side of a house, but I like them. That'll be cool. Yeah, Nina, do that. Me either. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an adventure, and it's going to be nice. What? And we are going to be doing an auction. Just so everybody knows, we're going to be doing an auction. It's going to be in a couple weeks. That's going to support this trip in general. Whether it be food that needs to be bought, whether it's helping somebody get back and forth, whether it's helping somebody with gas when they get there, whatever we do, it's going to be put in whatever we raise is going to be put into some kind of fund somewhere, and it's going to be held until it's needed. But hopefully the auction goes well, and it's not as big as a flag at the Speedway, but it's big. That was a beautiful sight. That big old American flag that was at the Speedway was gorgeous, and I still have footage of that thing to this day. Still have footage of that big old flag. Beautiful flag. But yeah. So I wanted to come live this morning for a few minutes just to let you guys 13 by 17 is pretty big. I know, right? That's a pretty big flag. You're talking about 13-foot wide and 17-foot or 13-foot 13-foot wide and 17-foot long. Maybe. I don't know. But it's gonna be a real big flag. And Charlene, she's gonna send you extra flags as well for the flagway. Well, she said that's what she's gonna do, send you a box of flags. She was talking about sending them to me. I said the best thing for you to do is send them directly to Charlene, because she's gonna be the one that's gonna have to have them on poles and stuff. And instead of me having to worry about turning around and sending it to her, which I would have to do, we're gonna go ahead and send it directly to her. That way there ain't no middleman. Aiden, I'm not gonna say that you can't go back to sleep, but I wouldn't, because Grandpa and us are gonna get in that building and finish up and get the rest of that stuff out this morning and get the loft the way we need it. And then he said something about you getting leaves off the top of the house. So you're fixed to be busy. So I would get dressed. What? I would get. You can't go back to sleep, is what I'm saying. When I drive by a house and see a tattered flag, I always put an extra flag in the car so that, and give them a new flag. Oh, that's cool that you do that. That's awesome. That's cool. And you should videotape it. You need, we got to get you some clean clothes. Hey, Dad. Daddy. He must be in the house. Go on back in the house till we get you some clothes to put on. Did you hear me? Fire feels good, don't it? Your legs look a little better.
Mm-mm.
Yes, they do. You need to make sure when you come out here you wear pants.
These
Y'all,
are new. These are new.
well, they're going to bite the hell out of you. They always have. He is so allergic to mosquitoes. And man, he's been sensitive to bites his whole life, but they will like flock to him if he's outside. And if nobody's getting bit, Aiden's going to get bit. And we have to put him in jeans to keep him from getting eat up. And we're trying to get him healed up so they look better. But his legs look rough. And it's because he's allergic to them. And the bites are like 4 times the size on him that they normally are on anybody else.
Mom,
What?
I have to wrap myself in a beanbag at night because they keep getting me under my blanket.
They're not biting you in the house.
Yes, they are. There's a little square hole in the door.
We're back up to 7. Good morning, everybody. If you're new and you just popped in, because we lost 2 or 3, because people's got things to do this morning. Yeah, I know. I don't have any of it, but I need to get some. And I've been making him rub his legs up and down with alcohol because that dries them out. And it also helps with the. What? You are watching cartoons.
No, it's muted for some reason. Let me get the remote so I could take it off.
You have to stay where I've got it. Come here. You have to stay on Cartoon Network now. That's all you can do. So, we have tried regular insect repellent. I bought a citronella candle to see if that would help. And really, it helps with the mosquitoes as far as in a certain radius. But these kids go in the woods and stuff all the time, so of course they're going to get eat up in the woods. But they don't bite Chris like they do Aiden. They don't. Aiden can be out here and he'll get mosquito bites all over his back, all on his legs. Just it eats him. They eat him up out here. And me, I don't come out here without having myself covered for the most part. I stay covered up. I wear my little undershirt, and today is close day for us, so today is laundry day, and we're gonna wash everything. So I'm probably once it warms up, I'll change into some shorts and enjoy the weather. Miss Jeanne, good morning. How you doing, sweetheart? How is your morning going? Are you still having coffee? I bet you just got up. We went from 7 to 9. And again, we still have lurkers. Hush that barking, Chipper. Let's see. Slim and I carry a small bottle in our tackle box, right? Jeanne says she's getting ready to have her first cup of coffee this morning. Hey, quit barking. I don't see what you're barking at. I don't see no deer. Anytime Chipper gets out here barking, there's usually a deer around. I don't see one. That doesn't mean there ain't one, because if they're still, I'm not going to see them until they move. But I don't see anything yet. They're barking like behind the wood shelter, so there must be something coming up behind it. Yuck. Anyway, I haven't seen a deer yet, but there's probably one out there waiting to come up and eat. So, we'll see if one pops up in a minute. They're barking at something. So, the fire keeps me warm in the mornings. That's why I usually start it, because it's always cool this time of the morning. And I'll get out here and sit by this fire and stay warm. and my child's in there bundled up in a blanket. So we fix to get busy, so I'm gonna have to cut the live off eventually anyway. But we are fixing to get busy. We got stuff we got to do this morning, according to my dad. So he's fixing to put me to work. It's what it all boils down to. So, and I do believe my father loves making me work. Carrie, where are you going this morning? We have a good group of something now. At Dagum Hunters. Okay. There is hmm. So we have a good group of hunters. That's good. I'm surprised C4 is not in here this morning. Long hair, good morning. It is 39 this morning. They say it's supposed to get cold here. There's a morning coming when it's supposed to be in the 30s. Me and the boys have got to have a heater. We've got to get some kind of heat out here. So that's where we're at with that. We got to have a heater. Survival, hunting, and fishing the way to go. Yep. And because of the way my dad raised me, I don't know if I could hunt, but I know my kids could. And I can cook and prep. And so I'm not worried about it. I don't know. I have this thing about killing an animal. It's hard for me to do it. It is about 60. I'm sure it's 60 plus here now, but it's been on the cool side here this morning. Cool enough that I wanted a fire. Heading to Lake Wells to something up Dan. Put his car in the shop about 20 miles. Okay, so you're helping out somebody. That's cool. It's good to know that some of our people still help out people. Like, somebody had to leave to go take somebody to work and stuff like that. Help somebody if you can. That's what it's all about. We're supposed to help each other and love each other. And sometimes we forget about sometimes we forget what it's like to be in that circumstance. I haven't been able to drive for some time, and I can't wait. No, not yet, Daddy. I haven't. Good morning. I'm going to do it when I get off live. Papa Gerald is in chat, y'all. Papa Gerald is in chat. Yes, he does. He's got a fireplace that is. I tried to call him one time, as you know, but he's got a fireplace that is wood burning, and it is beautiful to look at. But we can't put a wood burning anything in the storage building. We have to have something that's infrared, and it has to be big enough to warm 2 or 3 rooms and stuff like that. No, I'm going to call him when I end the live, Dad. I haven't forgotten. I got to talk to the assistant principal anyway. So that's either Daddy or it's either my mom that's chatting with us. So I don't know if it's Dad or Mom. I haven't called yet, but I'm going to. As soon as I end the live, I'm calling the school. I got to give everybody time to get there this morning anyway. It could be either. It could be either. But we got some work to do out here this morning. So when he comes out here to get the work done, we will do what we got to do on the live stream. Until then, we're just going to coast through it for a minute. We got 10 in here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Everybody hit that like button, share the stream. We don't really do anything fantastic. We're not going to be doing anything fantastic this morning, but hey, you know how it goes. So this stream is non-fantastic anyway. No, they're not. Their dad is an asshole. Sorry. He's a butthole. And he has spent the last 14 years acting like these kids. I know. Is that Dad or Mom? Is it Dad or Mom? Good morning, Miss Aletta. How are you? Oh, you're a lurker this morning. I see. Okay. That's cool. I get it. I get it. So, hey, Dad, if you'll bring your phone out if you'll bring your phone out to me, I'll call the school. That way I don't have to interrupt my live. Aletta's being a lurker, y'all. Lurkers that speak don't bother me. Let me know you're there. Tell me you're working or whatever. That's what Aruba used to do. Or Third used to do. She'd come on here going, I'm listening, but I'm driving. I'm doing this, but I'm doing that. Aletta said, had a good weekend. Was able to something to get out the fall decorations, and my granddaughter is so excited. That's cool. It's really too much for one. So, yeah, I told my Daddy, if you can hear me, if you'll come out to the gate, I'll make the phone call real quick without interrupting the live stream. I need your phone, though. I gotta have your phone. So what'd you do this weekend, Miss Aletta, that was so fun other than taking out your decorations? You getting ready to deck your house out for fall? What is everybody's favorite season? Do you like summer, spring, winter, or fall? What's your favorite season? We got 9 in here. We got enough to talk about the seasons. Yeah, it's sad, but he he's never done anything. Um, he's no child support, no nothing, and of course he wants to blame me for everything. It's all your fault. You took him out of state. It's all your fault. You did this and this and this, and like we don't have homes, like we don't have mutual friends. So okay, so Aletta says summer is her favorite season. Jeanne says spring and fall, and Charlene says fall. All right. Like I said, if you will bring me your cell phone, I will call the school really quick. We'll find out. You'll walk out to the fence, I'll call the school real quick. I'll try them again. I see him coming out. There he comes. It might be silent for a few minutes while I call the school. Y'all hang on. Carol, if you'll kind of hold the chat down till I get back. He's supposed to be coming out. I saw him. I don't know where he went. Yep, he's on his way, I think. I tell you what, I'm going to put you guys on hold just a minute so I can call this school. So, y'all hold on just a second. I'm going to turn All right, you guys, I'm sorry about that. I had to call the school. Do you know I got a text message on one of my pots? Can you guys hear me okay? Hold on a second. I want to check this. Yes, it's available. And she's local. This lady's local. So this might be a good thing. It is the first local response I've had on my pot. So we'll see what happens. It's the purple one with the sunflowers that nobody liked that she's responding to. Charlene says, I believe detention in school is better than suspending the child. At least they are able to do homework or studies right. And they wouldn't be willing to do that, but I might could get them to do a couple of days in school suspension instead. That's something to look at. I just called the school though. Where's Dad? Hold on a minute. Let me find it. Dad, if you're listening, come to the fence. I need to tell you something. So, I still need somebody to clip using your screen recorder. I need someone to get that video of Aiden flipping back in that chair. And you're going to have a screen recorder on your phone in order to do it. To feed my birds. Long hair says she's got to feed her birds. So, ooh, the fire's cooling off. Let me get some stuff on it to get it heated back up. Hey, Dad, come here a minute. Well, I got to tell you something. It's important. We have a meeting at the school at 12:15. Huh? Okay. Is it her talking to me or you? Was it her talking to me or you? Okay. So we have a meeting today. Carol's being Betty Crocker this morning. Aiden, you have 30 more minutes and you need to start on your work, okay? Got it. So me and Daddy are going to be at the school at 12:15 to see if we can deal with Aiden going back and go from there. Did you see where I said we had Saturday school? No, but I know a lot of times they do that. A lot of times they do. Hold on, I got to reply on my pot. Hold on a second, y'all. This is not a code thing, correct? Hold on a second. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to answer this text with this little bitty um thing on it. I can't hardly see it, so y'all hang tight. I may have to end this live to take care of business. It's getting in the way this morning. 6 days a week in Germany also. We're the only place that doesn't have Saturday school, but I'm kind of glad we don't. Our kids, man, that's just roughing up. You know what I mean? So we've got the first legit, it looks like legit response on the pot, and they want the purple one. So that's awesome. That'll be the first time I've sold a pot. It's a momentous occasion. I'm waiting on her to text back. So woohoo, we may be selling a pot, y'all. It's about time. So we'll see what happens. For sure, for sure. So, but anyway, guys, I know that we've got 10 people in here, and I know everybody's been patient with the phone calls and all this stuff. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to y'all so I can get this stuff done. We got to go to the school. I need to take a shower. We got to get Aiden dressed. We've got a lot to do before 12 o'clock. We have to be there at 12:15. So I love each and every one of you guys. Y'all take it easy. And I'll see you on the next live. Love you. Bye, y'all.